If you like ghost stories, then you have come to the right place. Texas is full of paranormal activities, and Dallas is well known for many spooky places. For almost 30 years, the Manske Library in Farmers Branch has been on the list of most haunted places. Would you like to hear the tale?
Well, my understanding is the appearances started probably in the late 80s. When I arrived in 1998, they were well established, that there were some stories of paranormal activity. And this is the elevator here that is alleged to be haunted. What usually happens, and I've experienced it, is about 15 minutes after we close, you'll be working in the upstairs youth services area, and all of a sudden the door will open and nobody comes out. It looked like a World War I soldier. That's what it reminded them of. And the area on the wall where he was supposed to have walked out just happened to be the 940s, which is a section that is known for its World War books. And it was approximately right here, and he was said to have red eyes, and he was dressed up as what they described as someone who was a World War I soldier. And at nights, but you know, when you turn the lights off and you come down here, sometimes I have to come down here to grab something, and the lights in the building have already been cut off, and so you run down here real quick, and you've got the creek right out there and the moonlight shining in, and you know, your imagination can start to carry with you. And what they found was that the elevator is actually on a timer. If it sits down on the lower level for more than 15 minutes, it will automatically come back up to the top floor. That's why some nights it would happen and some nights it wouldn't. If the elevator... The eyes, the red eyes. The ghost hunters determined that most likely it was just somebody's walking down the aisle and all of a sudden they take a right or a left, depending on which way they're coming, into the stacks, and you know, they're there 1 minute and they're gone the next minute, and if you really weren't paying attention to what's going on, all you see is a person disappearing. The librarian, head librarian at the time, she set up some chairs around in front of the elevator, which was haunted and at the time, and started telling a series of ghost stories. And downstairs were a couple of people who were operating the elevator, and just as she ended the ghost story up there, all of a sudden the elevator started moving up, and as you can imagine, the teens' eyes began to get big, and they were laughing, some more were laughing, and there was a big joke and everything, and then when the doors opened, a skeleton fell out. They were screaming.
Good librarians know that ghost stories make their workplace popular and pizzazz, especially during Halloween, when we all love to hear ghost stories. Don't you think?